Hey Jug Monkey friends, it is Sonia and Matt coming to you live tonight from Jug Monkey Paint Company headquarters here in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, outside of the big city of Pittsburgh. How's everybody doing tonight? Who's on with us? Today is night 29, day 29. This is our 29th piece of furniture that we have flipped together here on Facebook Live. Isn't Facebook Live a wonderful thing? We can all be here and learn together. How awesome is that? I've been seeing your pictures that you guys have been sending me. We call August month here at our shop a month of transformation, and just seeing all the pictures come in has been absolutely amazing. I promise tonight will be no different because so many of you guys have asked me about tabletops. So take a look at this little guy right here. Take a look. Hubby's behind the camera tonight. He's Matt, of course. I'm Sonia. We are partners in crime here at Jug Monkey Paint Company. And we produce a paint called Jug Monkey Paint. And you don't have to prime. You don't have to strip. You don't have to do any craziness, right? It makes it really easy. Just put it on, grab a brush, and go bananas. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do tonight to change up the look of this piece here, because this piece, when we moved into our shop, I give them a really good close-up to kind of show you what the top of it looks like. Babe, right here, if you can come in close. This is an old table that was left here in the shop when we moved into the shop here just a couple months ago. And on the bottom it says 1930s. And when we moved in, it was like this table could be thrown out or keep it. And I'm like, guess what I said? Guess what I said? I said, keep it, of course. You know what? We're going to paint it. So it's been in the back. I actually use this for all of you guys that follow us and buy the Jug Monkey paint. This is a table that I stand to every day, and I box up your stuff, okay? Usually it's all covered in all kinds of packing tape and things like that. I did peel all that stuff off of it tonight, put it out here. So who's ready to give it a makeover? You guys ready? Are you ready? So babe, tell me who's on with us tonight, because this is going to be a super cool night, okay? Because we're talking tabletop, so be sure to share this video. I know you have somebody out there that maybe has a family member, maybe they're just starting a family, maybe they have a table and they think they need a new one when really they can just jazz it up.
So, Natalie, yes, you were first. Hi to Megan, Melissa,
Natalie.
Jolene. Say hello to Jolene. She's
Jolene!
Jolene.
Jolene. I'm sorry, I'm going to sing it.
Your sister-in-law, Jolene.
Yeah, I'm going to sing
it.
it. I can't help it.
It's weird.
If you sing,
Cindy,
listen, if you
Brittany,
say a name that I might know a song for, I just may sing it. I can't hold myself back, okay?
Susan,
it is that.
And
this is my brain.
Joan, Kim, Gail,
hello.
Beverly,
Hey, friends.
Teresa, Tanya,
Yay.
Donna, Doreen, Brenda, Jennifer, Mary Jane, Angela, Donna, Sandra from San Marcos, Texas.
Hey.
Hang on a second. Brittany's still waiting out Harvey down in Texas.
Oh, are you? How are you doing down there, friend?
Yes, we were watching a friend of ours, her mom's house is getting flooded.
Oh,
it's pretty sad, right? So, we're not going anywhere, Melissa. We're just going to be on not every night.
Yeah, probably
so
every second day or so you'll find us.
So I can actually mow my lawn.
The neighbors think we're trying to grow jungle.
Thank God we only have one neighbor.
So yeah, so this has truly been a challenge, right? This is true too. So this has been a challenge, right? Challenges are not easy, my friend. Challenges are something that you basically you put for yourself and you say, I can do it or I can't. But you know what? You can, right? So for us, there's life, there's running a business, and we've made time in this is the 29th day to be able to paint a piece of furniture, okay? So when we reach the mountain, the top of the mountain tomorrow night, we're just gonna sleep, okay? We're gonna sleep, because who paints a table at like 9 o'clock at night? Us, right? So it'll be nice to take a little bit of a break and to kind of always have projects on our page here, but maybe like every second day, right? So Matt can mow the lawn.
Well, thanks for swinging by, Karen.
So real quick, here's what I've got going down with this table, as Matt will review your questions here in just a second.
Okay.
So I'm thinking weathered style for this table. Who else loves the weathered style? Send me hearts. Give me thumbs up. Give me smiley faces, whatever, laughy faces. I love it.
Tonight.
Give me some love, man.
Nobody's giving you any.
I like the love, okay? It makes me paint faster and do good projects.
One thumb
up. One thumb up.
Oh, here come the hearts.
One thumb up? Come on. on, at least you got 2 thumbs. Give me 2. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna do a weathered style look on here, so pay close attention. This is one of my most favorite sought after finishes. Are you ready? So you're gonna wanna share this only because, number 1, you can win a jar of paint and of course be entered. But number 2, the biggest reason is I'm sure it will help somebody else out there who's looking for maybe a different style, technique to do on a piece of furniture to make something a little bit different from the regular, just paint it and glaze it, right? I'm gonna show you one of my favorite things that I personally do. And I didn't learn this off anybody else. This is my style, okay? This is Sonia's style. Sonia weathered, we're gonna do weathered gray tonight. So to create a weathered look, think about a plank, okay? Usually when you think about barnwood and it's a weathered gray or it's a weathered brown, and do you know that brown weathered planks typically came from the inside of a barn? Gray weathered planks typically came from the outside because that's where it got really, really weather beaten, okay? But usually you see them in those 2 tones, right? So I'm gonna do the gray effect. I'm thinking black legs and I'm thinking grays across the top, okay? So to achieve like a really cool varied gray look, we could totally use a black glaze on like maybe one of the grays. We could do that. But instead, I'm gonna fake it tonight and show you how I do it, all right? So because I'm gonna go with the way of the gray, I'm gonna pick 3 grays. I had to look at my fingers. 3 grays, okay? So here's what you need in the Junk Monkey collection. I would get a light gray or somewhat. In this case, I'm using a vintage white. I'm just stirring it up. I haven't used my vintage white in a while. Just as a quick tip, if you guys ever have a jar, maybe it sat for a while for any reason, just put a little bit of tap water in it. Use a stick or, like in this case, I'm using a little plastic knife, and it'll stir right up and get going again, okay? Really, really easy to get the movement going in your jar, okay? There you go. So stir that one up. So instead of a light gray, which I could have used like maybe a 50th shade, I'm using this because it's near me, and I'll tell you how that works. I'm using for my medium gray a Mouse in the House, and I'm also using a Smokey Coal, okay? So I'm going from light, medium to a darker color, okay? Now, if I was gonna go with something that was brown effect, I would wanna go with maybe like an antique lace, which is a creamy color, so think brown family. Then maybe I would use something like a sandy tan toes, which is you're getting into more of a tan, that would be your medium color. And then of course for your darkest color, you would use maybe a candy bar brown. Those colors together, I've done kitchen cabinets in that style. It is absolutely yummy, yummy. I've decided to add a little bit of black in because I told you I'm gonna do the legs in black, all right? And remember how I tell you that when you're getting your paint and you know, what are kind of the classic colors to build upon? I'm gonna tell you, if you have the brown or you have the black, just having this sit there and it goes such a long way, but you're able to pull out a little bit to just add a special effect, okay?
They all want to see your nail polish.
My nail polish?
Yeah, before you
It's blue. Oh, yeah. Seriously, right? Yeah. We'll see how long this lasts for. You know me. Some girls have nice nails. Me, not so much, right?
Say hello to your mother and father.
Mom and Dad's on here. How are you, Mom and Dad? Everybody say hi, Mom and Dad, for me.
So,
Mom and Dad.
Tiffany said she's excited. She joined Monkey Business.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you. Yes, I saw your name come on the list today. Oh my gosh, we've got a group already of over 20 people, over 20 small businesses that have joined up, and I'm super excited. It kicks off on Tuesday of next week to be able to help coach you guys and to be able to help you grow your business so that you can take it further. And, you know, the sky is the limit in terms of how much you want to make when you work for yourself and how hard you want to work for it. But let me just tell you, if you can dream it, you can do it. And I'm going to talk to you about it and encourage you and give you a lot of shortcuts, a lot of things that I've learned along the way in my business. And I am what you would call, if you can tell, I have a little bit of energy. And if you can tell, I do like to spend my time as well. Like even when I'm working, I love to consume like podcasts and a lot of, like I read a lot of books and things like that that's really, really helped me. And so I'm excited to share all that sort of stuff with you into our Monkey Business Creative Coaching Group. So last night, it was so funny. Last night we announced it on here, and then the link decided not to work for us, right? So the cool thing is now it's up and working. So if you go over to styleshabby.com, click coaching, that's all you got to do, and you'll find it over there, okay? So I'm going to I'll move these back here in case I need it. So here I go with my really, really expensive tray, because you know me, I'm a girl on a budget, so I love to pay for really, really expensive trays, aka like, what is this, Dixie plates? Yeah, $200 for $2. Gotta love it. All right.
Tiffany, no
Yes.
coffee. This
What's
is
that?
just the way she is.
I can't help it. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I'm convinced that if you are alive, you are already leading a blessed life. Let me tell you, whatever you choose to make it of it, that is totally up to you. So I have found my passion, and I'm excited to be able to help other people just kind of tap into theirs, right, and get excited about what you do. Because you can't hide what's inside, people. Before I do the dab. Go ahead.
Leah started her own page today creating and selling items. It's called Leah's Lovely's granddaughter made it up.
How sweet is that? That is so nice. I'm so happy for you, Leah, and I know you're going to be in our group, so we'll be talking a lot, girl. All right, so real quick, we're going to go ahead and get started. So remember, take a look right here. These were my grays, okay? I used a white here. I could have also used like a 50th shade, okay? Medium gray and a darker gray, and then a little baby blob of black, because black is a very potent color, right? But I don't want it to overpower. But imagine weathered wood with these effects. I'll show you how it's all going to come together, okay? So I'm using my shabby chip brush, you know, like I say, just cheap brushes work just great, guys. Don't break the bank on any of this stuff. Your things you're using should never be more expensive than the piece you're working on. Like, that's crazy.
What'd you do to prep?
What?
What'd you do to prep?
Did you see me? All I did was use my sand block, and I went over the top of it. So I kind of did this twofold. Remember how I said that I use this table for packing and shipping? It's got paint on it, parts that are not painted, parts that are just worn. What I'm doing is taking my sand block, and I just kind of gave it a rough over. That kind of opens up the wood pores a little bit as well. So the paint's already going to stick, but this just even makes it better, okay? It makes it better. So I just kind of get a swirl all over it. You could also use an electric sander if you want to do that as well. Don't use like a heavy grit, because it will leave circles in your table. You don't want that. So if you're going to go with maybe an electric sander that's going to be a little bit more rough, you know what I mean, because it's making contact with your table, it's electric and you're moving it around, I would probably go with what do you think, 120 maybe, just kind of stir off the top of the top of the wood pores to get it opened up, okay? Nothing too crazy.
So your mother says
yes?
Our friend Edith Muff is watching you from Switzerland.
Yeah?
Wie geht's, Schweiz?
Hey, Switzerland! Oh my gosh! Seriously, where are you guys all from tonight? Write down below.
Well,
tell us where you're watching from.
I'm excited because Switzerland.
Yeah, that's your people, man.
That's my people.
There you
that's
go.
Where we're from.
Absolutely. So that's all I did, right, was just do a little bit of sanding. And now I'm going to go ahead and get right to town. I'm going to get started, and we can keep talking here, but I want to kind of talk because I know you guys are going to ask me questions and before I start the process. So I've got my 3 colors. I got a little bit of black, got my shabby cheap chip brush, right?
Yes. What grade sand block?
Watch what I'm going to do.
Medium grit.
This is a medium.
Yes.
Yep, this is a medium, okay? So I'm going to watch what I do. You want to come over a little bit closer? This is the
coming
fun
over.
part. I couldn't even. This is like the fun part. Okay? So here's where you do a little bit of dab of this, a little bit of dab of that, and a little bit of dab of that, okay? Now I've got my brush loaded with colors, so boom, boom, boom. And you see how they're starting to intermix, right? I can also do a little dab in the black. Believe it or not, there's some black on there now, okay? And remember how I said I used a white since I didn't have the light gray with me? When white touches gray, a darker gray, it's gonna turn to a lighter gray, right? So all these colors will intermingle, and let's watch to see what happens already. You just got to use your choice of colors, and you're already starting to get it. Now, the key with this is to work it while it's wet, okay? So I'm going to go a little bit faster as I'm chatting here, and I can add as much as I want on it. So if I want to see more black, I'm going to dab my brush in the black and swipe it on over the gray, okay, and let it kind of sit there. Yep, you got it. Lots of dabbing going on. So this is a way to get a weathered look with the Junk Monkey paint, and you don't even have to glaze, guys. How fun is this, okay? So, babe, tell me who's on here.
There is a lot.
You know, tell me some juiciness. Like, what's going on? What's everybody saying tonight?
People are just dabbing.
I need to know.
Sharon, our favorite Finn from Iowa, is checking in.
Hello.
Nancy's checking in from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma in the house.
Diane's on from McLeansville, North Carolina.
Wow.
Leah loves it.
Yay! Love it if you guys would share. Help somebody else out there who needs to do something with a table.
From Kentucky. Patricia said Augusta, Georgia. Go Dogs, University of Georgia. Joyce joins from Normalville, PA.
Nice.
Connie's in Kentucky. Tina's in Connecticut. Tiffany's in Addison, Illinois.
Nice.
Linda.
From Cali.
Linda, listen, Linda.
How are you doing, Linda?
Yes.
So remember, if I want to add some more white in it, do you see what happens? So you control the colors, okay? But you don't want to have too many colors, but just enough to give you that really cool look. Now, the grain of the wood goes this way. This is why I'm not painting back and forth, okay? I'm going to follow the grain of the wood.
Hey, Tony. Barbara, her kids start school tomorrow. So glad you're on early tonight. So
Hey,
Barbara.
I guess this is earlier for us, huh?
Susan says it's very muggy in Illinois.
Is it?
Yeah, you're probably getting all that humidity from the storm down south. I can't wait to watch these. I can't watch these anymore. Poor furniture. What are you talking about, Deanne?
The what?
I don't know.
She can't watch this anymore. The what furniture?
The poor furniture?
The poor furniture?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This might not be the paint page for you, girl. We do paint here. You may want to move on to the next paint party, okay?
Yeah.
If we're reading your comment correctly.
Yeah, if you're feeling bad for this piece, you need to see this piece.
You should be happy. Yeah.
This thing looked like it was
This was about to get thrown out in the garbage. So you know what? We are saving it tonight, okay? So we're doing something really beautiful with it. So anyway, there you go.
So
what's everybody up to tonight?
I'm
sorry, I'm excited to hear what people are saying.
Tamika's checking in from Wyoming. That's it. It popped out.
Never been down there. They got beautiful.
Down there, up there.
Really? See?
Yes.
Oh man, I need to get a map of the U.S. I'm gonna get a map of the U.S. I'm gonna put on my shop wall, and then when somebody comments that they're from there, then I can be like, yep, okay, we've got this territory covered right here. We had somebody represent and check in from that area. That might actually help me learn all my states. Right? What do you think?
I'm painting and watching. You go, Leah.
There you go.
I think Leah's got an issue. We might have to have an intervention.
She's caught the virus.
Yes. Yeah,
and that's just it. When you start to do it and you see how much fun you can have with it, I'm gonna tell you, you can't keep a good girl down. You just can't do it. So, I'm gonna move my colors over here.
You can order our paint by going to the top of our page and hitting the Shop Now button. It's $10.75 jar. No priming, no sanding. It sticks to everything, including people that you don't like, as I like to say. Anyways,
there you go. So you see how my
for a bench now.
Yeah, so this is fun, right? This is just another fun technique.
Oh shush! I'm sick of people complaining about painted furniture.
Yeah, you're on the wrong page. You're on the wrong page. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need to add a little bit more white to it. Let's see here.
Yay. Does anybody remember Bill Alexander, the guy that taught Bob Ross? You know, we have the happy little fight. And
happy white?
Yeah. And you know, the Bob Ross, he did, the happy trees.
I know Bob Ross.
Well, the guy that was on before him was William Alexander.
Anybody else watch Bob Ross?
Yeah, he was an old German guy. I preferred Bill Alexander because, he had that little accent.
Bill.
We got to fire it in here. Fire it in. Yeah.
So here's a trick too. So once I've done this, I don't want to go back over something that I've already done, okay?
Tracy Hopper.
Because how the paint blends is it keeps wet, okay?
They're saying raised stencil on this one?
No, that's tomorrow night. We're saving that for the end. Yeah. That's tomorrow night. I got to get supplies for that one.
Yeah, so Tracy is checking in from Watsika. And,
where is Watsika?
In Illinois. We just sent her something out, I do believe.
Oh, I think I remember reading that name out loud.
Tracy, Norco, California, also known as Horsetown, USA. So, anyways.
Lots of horses there?
I guess. So.
I thought you knew this. She's saying this, is she?
You got it, Paula. You know what's going down. Gayleen's there.
Gayleen!
It's almost 1 o'clock. It's quarter to 1 on Wednesday afternoon. It's cold, cloudy, and going to rain. Yeah, but you should be getting ready for summer because your summer's coming. So... Right on. I've been stroking. I don't think I have carpal tunnel in my entire right arm. There you go, girl.
You did what? I'm sorry.
She's stroking the paint back and forth. Oh, thanks, Vicky. We appreciate it.
Funny.
Your mother said your father just finished painting the deck at the museum. This Keller is beautiful.
Did he do any faux finishing on it, Mom? Oh, that's too funny.
Any ideas on a wicker barrel back chair?
What do you want to do with it?
Well, she wants to paint it, obviously.
Yeah. A wicker barrel back chair?
Yeah. It's like it's like a round back wicker chair, right? So, a rooster stencil would look good on this.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Come to San Antonio. We will show you all around our city.
I'm going to come to San
We are planning on visiting San Antonio in the future.
How pretty that is.
And we're going to see. So, anyways, we did this entire tabletop. How much paint did you use? You saw how much paint was on there.
I'm going to do a couple touch-ups right here. while it's still wet. Make sure I got that covered entirely.
You know how much paint we used in the beginning, and we covered the entire tabletop. So you know, in one coat. So now you know how far it goes. Yep. And there's a few light pieces here. We're going to go around the edge and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. That's cool. You, Margaret, you had me at Mexican food. All you had to do was start off with food. And
Matt's in.
Is that just with paint, or do you add? It's just with paint, girl.
Yep.
So you use white, black, and gray. Yes. 2 types of gray. Light gray, darker gray. Yep. Tony says, happy tree. Love Bob Ross. Yeah, I like Bob Ross too, but yeah, it was a little bit of shock for me when Bill Alexander went in bad health and he wasn't on anymore. I loved him. So, new to Junk Monkey and love everything about it. Thank you, Sherry. I'm hoping you're enjoying your paint.
It is made with love, and no monkeys were harmed in the making, even though we joke about it.
I love Bob Ross and all his happy accidents while painting.
I used to watch him, and I used to be amazed with him, but he used to do a few things. I'm just adding a few highlights right now. You see how I'm adding some light pieces? So I'm turning my brush on the side because I don't want it to be wide, and I'm catching it while it's still wet. And just adding a few little light tones into it, and it's going to mix in, give me some grays, some really, really light grays.
They have in Norco, they have horse trails instead of sidewalks.
Really?
Yeah, I think I will do that to my antique cart table. Ooh, there you go.
Pretty. Right? Yep,
so,
blend it in.
Yeah, we used to do Bob Ross in the military, but I can't do it here because it's a little bit,
Is it bad?
Yes, it's very bad.
Oh, I don't even want to know. Tell me later.
I will.
When your friend wants to tell you something, you're like, don't tell me here, tell me later, all
right?
Hey,
Linda.
Tell me later.
Watsika is 16 miles west of the Indiana border, 85 miles south of Chicago, small town, 5,000 people. Also home to the Watsika Wonder, the first reported possession in the U.S.
No way. Ooh. You like the paranormal.
Yeah. I
might have looked that up.
Actually, I'm surprised I never heard of that one.
Yeah. I am surprised too. Yeah. Like I said, you're a data head.
Gayleen said, yep, meant to be coming, not sure when. The daffodil flowers are out. And
okay.
And lots of baby lambs and calves.
No
Spring
way.
is coming.
Okay, you got me at baby lambs and calves. Okay, listen, here's the deal. Okay. Seriously? It's summertime over there?
Remember, it's south, so they're having winter during our summer.
I can't wrap my head around this, I swear. Yeah. I swear.
So Ray Dawn says she's done a table and 2 chairs and used 1/3 of a jar of paint.
Nice. Yes.
Now you can see the difference between our paint and other paints.
We make it our way.
Yeah, we do. We spend a long time perfecting
making it
this.
chunky. And remember, if you ever want to thin it out, all you got to do is put your jar underneath the the kitchen tap, and put, how much would you say, babe, to put in a little bit of water as you go?
I do just a little bit,
we kind of do it as
a few
we go,
drops at a time, right?
And stir it, and if it's the consistency you like, great, and if it's not, add a little bit more.
Sue?
Okay.
Oh, Denise is checking in from New Stanton.
New Stanton. Yeah. That's probably what, half an hour.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thanks for being on here, Sue. Love it if you guys can share this
checking
video.
in from Gadsden, Alabama.
Alabama in the house.
Hotty.
There you go.
Is there a drawing tonight for free paint?
Heck yeah. Matt, do your job. Are you telling these people?
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. We might have got to talking. I get really excited sometimes.
Yeah, you're kind of like.
And I was just excited
to
do this.
I don't know what's up.
Listen, I cannot wait. Listen, seriously, somebody go buy some paint so I can just mail out on top of this table. I'm so happy to put this back in my workspace. Okay. Anybody else out there, you get something new for your space. I don't care if it's just a picture on your wall.
Tony
something different.
Says we don't like secrets.
We don't like secrets.
Yeah, that's fine, but
Facebook might shut us down.
My in-laws are on here. I don't want them to make their ears catch on
Matt's
fire.
trying to make sure he makes a good impression, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
It's only been how many years now?
20? That's all.
Yeah.
He's still trying to win him over.
Yes.
Too funny.
Well, yeah. Anyways.
So what's going down?
I can't wait to paint. I'd love a jar of navy. Well, you share this video. You share this video. Your name will be entered into my Scramble app, which will draw a winner.
Man. Okay, I'm thinking of the Scramble right now, and that amusement ride makes me sick.
Just bought 4 different colors. Can't wait to get. Oh, cool. Thank you, Jordan. So, Larry, your mother's laughing.
What's Mom saying?
She said laughed out loud.
Well, after 20 years, you're not in the family yet if she doesn't give you her homemade bean recipe.
Tony said, I forgot, Sonia, you married a saint. There you go.
You know what I'm saying. You know what's going down. Whisper it to me.
No, I can't.
I'm only joking.
I can't.
Call me later. I'll tell you what he's saying. Right?
It involved a lot of gunfire and happy bullets here, happy bullets there.
Oh dear Lord! Oh my Lord! All right.
This little that's a chippy chip.
Yep, that's a chippy chip. That's okay.
Chippy chip.
So it's all dry and it's going to set up. So you don't want to disturb it, okay?
All right.
So I'm going to work in the legs while this is setting up. Remember.
What color are you doing the legs?
Black.
Doing
so
the
I've
legs
got little
black.
peaks of black, and I can put some more in it if I want. I'm just going to actually put a little bit more, add a little bit more white on the top because I want the black base to tie in, right? I got to tell you, you know what? The other thing I was really thinking about doing for tonight.
Yep.
Which I'll do this another night.
Norma. So.
I was going to do.
What were you going to do?
I was really thinking about staining the top.
No, you weren't.
And then doing coral legs. You guys saw the piece of furniture I posted earlier this morning for inspiration. Oh my God, it inspired me. So I'm like, I could totally.
Cool, Jennifer. Jennifer said, talk to the hubby about the monkey business to help me start mine.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just delivered her first sign.
Aw, congratulations.
Your mother says she loves your apron.
Thank you very much.
And
I just got...
The phone's shaky because I'm trying to plug it in.
Shaky old man, what are you doing tonight? All right, let's go down here while the tabletop's drying, okay?
Yes.
Because we're going to do some sanding after, but we got to let it set up first. Okay.
No sanding for you.
So here's what I'm going to do. Instead of bringing this color, this is a light weathered look, right? And I could do it all over if I really wanted it to. This look looks really, really nice if you work on things like vanities. And imagine this style with like glass knobs, crystal knobs.
You got it, Anna. Yeah, we kind of had a little bit of the darker sense of humor when I was in. He kind of gets you through the day. So Susan wants to know how many things you sold so far from 30 Days of Painting.
I'd have to go back and look them all up, but I want to say
a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
So the way I run my shop is, if you guys see me paint on home
paint
top,
to order, and I've made so much paint that my hands hurt, and I still got a bunch of paint to make.
We are having so much fun making paint, seriously.
Dixie says, I can't wait to order some paint, have it budgeted next paint trick. Daughter budgeting is cramping my creative. You got to budget. You got to budget. You got to do it. I know it stinks, but to be honest with you, one of the things we're going to cover in the monkey business is how we started this business debt free, and we made a commitment to stick that way even through the hard times.
Everything we do, we
absolutely.
Yeah, I have never been somebody who's taken out a loan or anything like that. Everything I've done, I've started my business from buying $5 pieces of furniture that I painted, marketed, other people, and found homes for them, and the snowball just kept going. So this is the kind of stuff I'm going to talk to you guys about in our coaching group, and I'm so excited because I am passionate about my business. This is how I'm able to paint like at all hours in the night, because when you love what you do, it's easy, guys. It's so easy, and I know that you guys have things out there that just make you light up when you talk about them, and you dream of having your own business, and I'm going to tell you, you can do it. And you can run it as a full-time business, you can run it as a part-time business. That part's up to you. Yeah. But I'm excited to talk you through things that you can do.
Rhonda says hi from vacation. I am hating you so hard right now, Rhonda.
Where's she on vacation
I don't know, but I'm really...
Make us jealous. Make us jealous.
What's vacation? Oh, Lori, you're really addicted. We'll have an intervention for you. Can we buy your aprons?
Yes.
We got to get all that stuff out.
I had to check out and see how they, you know what I mean? Like I bought some to kind of test them out. I went with the shorter, which I really like the shorter ones. Because that way it doesn't kind of get over your knees when you're, when you're kind of moving your way around on the floor like tonight, right? So yes, all kinds of goodness coming up. You'll find it all in our Shopify store, which is just hit the shop now button.
No, Karen, it's early, so they're not asleep yet. Anna says Matt doesn't count sheep; he counts jars of junk monkey paint. That's a nightmare. What color is the top? Well, it's a combination of black, mouse in the house, smoky coal, and white.
Yep.
So there you go. So anyways, trying to figure out how much to buy for a bedroom set. Yeah. I would say
one piece to a...
How many pieces? Yeah. So we say one jar to a piece, but you will not use it all. So depending on how big your thing.
Yep.
How big? Oh, Vicki Thompson says magic hands. See, she has magic hands. I have jazz hands. So, anyways, what would you sell bathroom vanity with? We have vanity videos. Who's making this sad face? There's no crying in painting. No crying in painting.
DIY.
Only if you're angry.
DIY.
What is the normal turnaround time to get your paint after you? Well, we make it all to order.
7 to 10 business days.
7 to 10 business days.
We aim to get it out earlier to you guys, but it depends on how much volume we have.
Yes.
And with our paint challenge, you guys have been keeping us really, really busy. So every day, we didn't even take a day off. We have not taken a day off through this challenge because we want to keep getting the paint out to you guys. So, yeah.
There's a little bristle. You painted my hand while I was trying to get a bristle.
It's not the first time. Listen, it'll get better before you're married. It's okay. Okay. All right, you see what's over
how
here?
much paint to do one table? Well, this table has taken us maybe less than half a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So. Will you be telling us how much to sell this stuff for? Yes.
Heck yeah. We're going to talk
We will
pricing,
teach you pricing and everything else.
Yep.
I won't spend more than $15 a piece. The prices of the pieces are higher here in Kerrville, Texas.
Yeah, listen, if I pay $20 a piece, that's like high end of my budget.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
It is, because when you're alone,
hey Wyatt, how are you?
As much as I am, you begin to realize that furniture is everywhere. And what you might think that you know, somebody's saying, do you want to buy this now? And you're thinking, oh my gosh, I should buy this for $100 because it's available right now. Let me just tell you, furniture is a dime a dozen. And I promise you that, you know, go with your gut. You have good intuition. But, yeah, you don't need to do that. Stay in the realm of, especially when you first start. You know, like I said, I started my business on $5, $10 furniture. That was it. That was it. When I could go to auctions and get it for $1 because nobody else was taking it home because it was ugly and could not see past it.
They couldn't load it or haul it.
Yeah, there you go, right?
It is black, Norma. It's our black velvet. Becky Hart Miskovich. Do you say Miskovich or Miskovich? Or Miskovich?
Maybe she says Miskovich.
I have a friend that says Miskovich. Miskovich. So, anyway,
what is that?
She's from Norvell. There's a lot of Miskoviches in this area.
Is that a Polish name?
Miskovich?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you.
It's either that or Ukrainian.
I moved here to Pennsylvania and I butcher names. Yes. I did not grow up with names like this.
Well, when you have, if it's English or Irish and nothing in between.
Yeah, they're pretty easy, simple names, right? Down here, like you guys have names that have like 15 letters in them, for goodness sakes. You know, I remember working my first corporate job when I moved down here to Pennsylvania, and now, of course, I'm a full-time creative entrepreneur. Yeah, I would like butcher people's names. Seriously.
So, how much for a table and 4 chairs, round top table, and replica Windsor chairs? I would say 3 jars just to be on the safe side.
And get more if you want to paint.
Yeah, because if you haven't used it before, the tendency is to go heavy with the paint. You know, the more you use it, the better you get with that. So anyway, say hi to Wyatt. It's Sandra's grandson who's watching.
Wyatt?
He's 12. He's watching.
Oh, I was gonna say we had a little Wyatt in the store this week.
Yeah, no, it wasn't this. No, it was. This is young man Wyatt.
Young man Wyatt.
This is Master Wyatt.
How are you doing today, buddy?
So.
What are you up to?
Sad because they haven't been able to paint with some junk monkey paint.
Uh-oh.
You got
somebody
Jennifer.
Needs to give them some paint.
So many ideas for my head, my dollar fines, second hand fines. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, the whole Tom Sawyer thing about where, you know, he thinks he like rips somebody off and says, oh, painting is so much fun. I'm going to tell you right now, this is fun. This is fun when you can transform something this easy because you don't have to strip it and do all that stuff. I'm telling you, it's fun, babe.
She's got problem
fun.
People.
I do have problems. So
remember,
go around with the spools.
Margaret Wells says her Habitat store was a lot more expensive than ours.
See,
it's like everyone's different, and it's maddening.
And I tell you what else is different. Whoever prices it is different.
Yeah.
So,
Caitlin, we're not going anywhere. We're staying here. You know.
Yeah, you'll find us here on our page all the time.
Yeah, exactly. We're just not going to do it every night of the week. We're still going to do it.
Maybe every second night.
Yeah, every second night or or 2 times a week. We just can't keep this up because it's killing me.
Matt needs to mow the grass.
I need to mow the grass. My neighbor is going to like freak out and like, you know.
At this point, we might lose our child in the front yard.
Pam says, love watching you guys, so hope you get the HGTV show.
I know.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should have a live that day.
Yeah.
And when we talk to Jennifer, we should do it, win or lose, live in front of our friends.
When we find out what's
going on. If we find out we're doing it or not.
I don't know if she'd let us record us and go live.
Yeah, I mean,
we'd have to see.
Jennifer says, how's Riley feeling?
He's doing good.
He's scam-a-lamma delicious because he scammed us over a couple days of work.
He was not, Matt. He was sick.
I know he was sick, but the second day he was...
We just let him go with it. He's back to work tomorrow. I let him sleep in, you know? Because you know what, as mom, sometimes you do that, right? Yeah. Are you still feeling sick, buddy? It's okay.
Galen says she knows. She says, I don't need sleep. She needs us both in her life. Oh, that's very, very nice. Well,
so nice.
If we need some place to escape to, we're moving in with you.
Yes,
we're going to New Zealand. We'll hide among the sheep in the mountains. So,
Haley, can I see your house when I watch Lord of the Rings? Does it come in view?
Yeah, Sonia's obsessed with the Hobbit houses. She wants a Hobbit house.
I love the Hobbit houses, okay? I'm sorry, but I do. I just love Lord of the Rings.
Well, we're actually short enough we could probably live in one without bumping our heads.
Oh, come on now. I grew an inch.
Jennifer Campbell said milking it a bit, eh? No, we're not milking it.
Milking what?
I don't know. I'm just gonna do plausible deniability right now. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna deny. So, anyway.
All right, last part of this table over here. We're getting some black on here. How awesome is this, right?
Okay, you're okay. We're usually late, so. Ray says, Matt, I remember you saying your favorite song was Too Much Time. That was Styx, yeah, Too Much Time on My Hands. I just listened to that today, actually.
Funny.
So, anyways, love the table. What color would you paint chairs to go with it?
Probably
good question.
Black would be cool. I'd probably do it black to match the bottom of the base. That would be really cool. That would be cool.
Oh, and she said laughed out loud. I was talking about Riley milking. Yeah, he deserved it though. He worked really hard this summer.
Yeah.
And actually, he made
school was back. He made the most money he ever made just from working, and he saved it up and bought himself a guitar. So, you know,
Matt, what's Sonia's favorite color? What's my favorite color?
Do you know?
Actually,
mine's blue.
Yeah.
That's why I like teal. I've always liked blue ever since I.
Well, teal. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So anything. Yeah, teal's my favorite color, but
yeah, but I was always like primary one. So.
You're probably black for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my wardrobe. you know, if you buy something for me, you can buy it in any color as long as it's black.
As long as it's black, right?
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
black goes with
everybody's saying teal.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite color is teal. When I say blue is when I grew up. If you asked me, I would say blue.
Melissa,
and blue is a form of teal. Teal's a form of blue.
When it gets boxed up, we print the shipping label, and you get automatically notified with your tracking number now.
Yeah, we're all fancified.
Yeah, we got fancified.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Karen says, I can never figure out what time you guys are on. We don't
know either.
Well, there's a reason why, because we're doing this.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge, and we got to fit it in. So, like last night when we came in on almost 11, that's when we could fit it in because we're in between like work, and we actually went home. We didn't get home till like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, we were up late.
Yeah, I even gave the dogs a bath when I got home.
Seriously.
Yeah, so because we just, you know, we work. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
You know. So good. I'm glad everybody's liking too.
Yeah.
Harley, what was your question? She said, guess you can't see my comments. Type in your question now because there's so many coming up and I'm trying to focus on what's going on and questions. I might miss it, so. Yeah.
Oh my God, Molly, I'm just loving this.
Black because when you spill food, there's no stains.
Yeah, exactly, right? This is true.
So, Galen said, no Hobbit houses near me, but the last samurai was half an hour away.
No way.
Yeah, so, anyways. There's no samurais in New Zealand.
It's so beautiful in New Zealand.
Yeah, there's more mountaintops in New Zealand than all the Alps.
They film a lot of movies over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's
yeah,
why.
It's gorgeous. Man, it's gorgeous. All right, see, when you're down and you look on the other side, and you're like,
Penny said, check out these streethouses.com. So I guess they're like...
What is that?
Hobbit houses.
Oh, listen. Feel free anytime that we have an anniversary.
Headbands, where does she get them? Okay, Harley, this is the deal. I was purposely ignoring your question because I actually ordered her a sample of her own kind. We're going to see if they work, and if they work, we're going to have our own Chunk Monkey headbands. Yes. So now you know Harley ruined the surprise.
We've been looking to find a supplier of headbands that we could do the whole Junk Monkey.
Linda, don't feel bad about ignoring me also. Linda.
This one here, I think I got at, I don't know if you guys have these, well, you probably wouldn't have this. I'd had to look at the brand for you guys to figure out. But I think this one I got at our local Gabe's. It's like a place where I love to shop. And it's all, I think we talked about it on here one night, right? Like it's all like, you know, clothing in bulk for cheap. It could be last year's styles. It could have been like maybe a t-shirt has a small hole in it. So when I go there to shop for like paint clothes or just beyond looking for anything, every now and then I come across some.
Leah, you got a new Chihuahua. We have 2 Chihuahuas.
God bless her.
She needs a name for her.
Yeah?
Your new Chihuahua. I'm naming Leah's Chihuahua. I'm making command decision.
All right.
Your
what color is it? We gotta know. No, is it a boy, is it a girl? You don't even know that.
Well, our Chihuahua is Kiki and Oreo, and your Chihuahua's name is Chi Chi.
Chi Chi.
Like my favorite Mexican restaurant before they gave people E. coli and everybody died. So, anyways.
That could be boy.
Yes. So, it's a dapple. So, it's got dapples. Or you can call it dap. Or dap.
Oh, there you go. Man,
so, and Linda, how could I ever ignore you?
We can't ignore Linda.
I can't ignore Linda.
She's Linda.
She's Linda. By the way, did you get your stencil yet? Linda.
You have to let us know.
What kind of dogs do you have? We have 2 Chihuahuas. One is black and white.
Actually, they're really grim ones, okay?
Yeah, and the other one, well, the one's a Chorky, part Chihuahua, part Yorkie. And then we have one that's half blind, half deaf, and all crazy. And that's Duffy.
He fits in well.
That's Duffy, our rescue dog. He is a powder puff Chinese crested, so he has hair.
Yes.
Yeah. Vicky says that looks a whole lot different than what you started with. Amazing.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
So, Tiffany Rose says they never fit my head. These will fit your head. Trust
they never fit your head.
Yes. The head wraps.
Paint some more. We'll see what happens.
Is that a chip brush you are using, and why?
Why? Because it leaves trails behind it, right? So, in this case, I'm using it. It's awesome. I use it when I paint all the time. But I use it because it leaves trails and spaces. So especially when you're using multiple colors or even one color, that way it doesn't give you a full coverage. And Distress is all about not full coverage, right? And lots of layering. So it's an awesome brush.
Lo says, are you still redoing kitchens during the day?
Yes.
Yes, we start one tomorrow.
Tomorrow we start one. I'll be on live tomorrow morning sharing with you guys. And so right now we're booked up to the end of 2017. And whoever has booked because I'm not taking any more on after this at this point. Only because I'm going to be focusing on our paint, on our coaching group. And that's kind of where my time is going to be, right? So I'm going to get through the ones that I have on the books for the rest of the year. So for all of you lucky people, you're lucky, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tony, but it's 2 minutes to Watner.
2 minutes to Watner. So anyway, So anybody on the books that's already paid, I'm coming to do your kitchen. Anybody else, you're going to have to wait to see if I announce any more spaces. So
you do not need to put glaze on the top because she went with a textured kind of distress.
I created basically like my own glaze look, right?
Stencils, you people, stencils. How long for paint to dry? Our paint in low humidity takes about
just to be safe.
Well, just be safe. Leave a half an hour, but it'll dry in 5 to 15 minutes. If you got that. Yeah. Caitlin said, we're going to have to send me ingredients so I can make your paint. We can't do that. We'd have to hunt you down.
We can't fit the monkeys in the mail. They might not. It might not go through customs, right?
Diane says, any idea when the paint will arrive?
7 to 10 business days from when you ordered it.
Yep.
Or message us at junkmonkeypaint@gmail.com because I can't remember.
They have the best fried ice cream at Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's?
Yeah, remember the restaurant I always talked about?
Is this a thing? Was there an issue with with a finger in the salsa one
time?
No,
it was E. coli in the, it actually happened in Greensboro. Remember I was living in Canada, and it made the national news in Canada, and I'm like, that's like my favorite Mexican place.
What was the issue with E. coli?
It was in the green onions, and somebody got sick and passed away.
I swear, there was a restaurant that there was a thumb that showed up in the salsa. Anybody else know what I'm talking about? Maybe I dreamt it. Anybody else have weird dreams?
Ray says you got to have a Sonia band if you're going to paint.
That's exactly right. We are going to bring the headbands back, but no bodysuits. No bodysuits, okay? Yes. Hey, I forgot to say hello. Is my furry friend Radar on here tonight?
Oh, Radar!
Is he on here?
Hey, Radar!
Come on, boy! Radar, my fine furry friend named Radar.
He turns on the iPad to watch you in the middle of the night.
This is a special decoded message for him. A bark, bark, bark. A bark, bark, bark. A bark, bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. So anyway, that was a special message for Radar. Anybody see that picture?
Your Aunt Julie said you need to bring some home to Newfoundland.
I do, don't I? Absolutely. Aunt Julie, we can exchange, okay? You bake me a pie. Everybody say hello to my Aunt Julie. She is the sweetest aunt. She lives up in Newfoundland. And when I come home, I always enjoy my chats with her, okay? She's one of my favorite aunts. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody I said that. Don't choke now.
I'm sorry, I have a sore throat from allergies and eating hot rice because I eat and fly and I burp my throat. Linda said, I'm starting a new fad. Junk monkeys, paint for hair.
Yeah, exactly, right? Fixed everything.
That's why I told Sonia she needs to
you can paint your hair.
Get nail polish, junk monkey nail polish, so it's in the palette of our colors.
Listen, listen. If I say this is the truth. I have thought before about like, if I have a pair of black high heel shoes where the toe is scratched up, I would just junk monkey it. Like seriously, that's what I would do. I put some junk monkey on. So if you've got a shoe that needs a touch up, just junk monkey it.
Tracy Allen said, "How did y'all meet? You're so cute."
Oh,
that's a long story.
What video was that? We did a video. We talked about that.
Yeah, we did. I think like the third or fourth night in.
Yeah, go back and get the scoop. Go back and get the scoop. You know.
Kelly, I'll be honest with you. I think there's a restaurant named Plaza Cancun or Ray Azteca in every town in America. Actually, I should show you guys how to make that fried ice cream because believe it or not, the first restaurant I served it because I love that ice cream so much. I can make an identical fried ice cream to Chi-Chi's, and I'll teach you how to do it. And yeah.
So here's a question.
It was Wendy's chili at the time.
So I was telling Matt today. Matt is actually an executive chef by trade, and I was thinking we should totally do some lives where he like cooks for us. Okay, how cool would that be?
I'll teach you how to make like
would you be into
clone
that?
Recipes.
Yes.
Like Chick-fil-A, how to make your own Chick-fil-A.
Like what? How to like imitate Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Well, I can't call it Chick-fil-A. It'd be
you have to come up with something else.
I don't know. Something.
Chick on a bun.
Yeah.
That might sound a little bit, risque, but. Yeah, there you go. You also do a really cool Big Mac, right? The knockoff Big Mac. Right?
We can't say those names. They're copywritten.
What?
Protected by law.
Okay. The knack-knack, okay? The knack-knack, okay? The secret sauce and the knack-knack. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Matt cooks live, but my face will be hidden.
So yes. We would seal.
Yeah,
okay?
Mary, we talked about that at the beginning of the video about cream, brown, tan for the other one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, he would have to show his face. No, I can hide it.
What?
Linda never had Chick-fil-A. Linda, how could you have never had the original chicken sandwich?
That did not make it off. It's okay, we can fix it. It's
this is Mouse in the House, Smokey Coal,
I gotta get this. It's
black
gonna drive
and
me
white.
nuts. See?
So she found a piece of tape in there.
This is what. Yeah, it's okay. It's stuck to
I
it.
can cook 5-star, 5 diamond, but I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make good gazpacho. I can tell you that.
Look at this. How did I miss this tape?
I mean, I've worked at 5-star, 5 diamond restaurants, and did all kinds of awards. Won, Savor Pittsburgh a number of times. It was, but I just prefer a good old hamburger with a slice of onions.
I'm down with that if you want to make that for me.
Some pickles and mustard.
Listen,
so, anyways.
I am
what
totally
does your
down
face
with
look like, Matt? Show us your face.
Oh. All right.
I couldn't. You know what? If I saw your face,
tell him he should cook for us, and maybe he'll do that one night.
If you saw my face, I cannot be responsible if you go out and wreck your car.
Is it like staring into the sun?
Cookie.
What is it?
Cookie said Big Mac.
All right.
There you go.
I'm gonna just. Remember, it's Junk Monkey, so you can go over it and you can blend it in and it self-levels. So this is where I missed that. You see that tape was on here? Like I said, I stick tape all over here when I'm working on stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put a little bit more over the top of it and blend that part in. Okay?
Sonia Kettler, you are right. You are very much right. But, you know, it's so simple, it'd make your head spin.
What's that?
Chick-fil-A, how they get their...
Oh, yeah. It's pickles, right?
Yeah. Well, pickles, and then also the breading is actually really... Sonia says, "Stay anonymous, Mr. Wilson." Go. Well, that's the thing. If they really wanted to try hard, they could find me. They could find what I look like. But anyways, just to let you know, we are 10%. We're 50 minutes in, and we're 10%.
Oh, we are at 10%. We better get going.
Yeah.
All right, last chance to share, guys, before we announce a winner. Winner, monkey dinner. How you gonna do, share?
I've seen you. And well, that's good. Usually it's like
she's seen things, man.
Yeah, usually it's like the ring. You see me, and then 7 days later, you mysteriously die.
Matt's really trying to protect
Joan
you.
Joan said, "I found you."
Yes.
Really? Oh, yeah. There you go.
You know what? I bet you if we looked up most trending things on Google or Facebook, you might actually come up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Did you take them that naked picture of yourself? Did you get rid of that one?
No, because that was art.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was art.
I don't know if you want to go looking. No, I'm joking. All right, we can't be held responsible for any new photos you find of Matt, okay? Just saying, just putting it out there.
I saw your pictures on the internet and with some pictures of Sonia.
Oh, well, it was on the internet.
Am I Googled? You Googled me?
You did. I'm telling you.
I feel dirty. I've been Googled.
You've been Googled.
That just sounds wrong.
As a verb. All right.
Oh, Gayleen found me as well. Uh-oh. Matt, you will have paintbrush in one hand, spatula in the other.
There you go.
No, I'm just better off sticking to the spatula.
Nice. Okay, we're going to let that dry. So you want to do a quick color out for a winner, babe?
Okay. Oh, they were like, I saw a great picture the day you were signing, the one I was making the goofy face. So... Everybody's like, I've also seen pictures of Matt. We've had people come to the shop just to see me, which is really, it's kind of funny.
We find it funny.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little bit weird.
And they leave and they say, we'll keep your secret.
Yes.
They're like the best people.
Those are the people that help you hide bodies.
There you go, yeah. They keep your secrets, right? Heck yeah. All right.
So tonight's winner
is
Deborah Reeder.
Deborah Reeder,
you have 2 minutes.
Quick tip.
To come on here.
I used this a couple days ago. Put poly on. I put it into a bag. So I put it into the bag. I do the wraparound, so it's nice and it's got like no air can get to it. And can I tell you something? It's ready to poly with again. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. Who needs an expensive case for their paintbrushes? Matt buys me some nice ones.
I buy you nice ones, and then she just uses bags.
I'm telling you. He goes to the
how that makes me feel?
Well, I still have them.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and...
I'll tell you what, Gayleen. She said, I have to sell my soul to come visit. Well, I'll tell you what. If we get the HGTV show, we'll fly you here.
Yeah. Or we'll fly over and make over a room. How fun would that be, right?
So, I don't like to fly.
Us either. It's going to be a long commute by boat.
Yes. Yes, we'll take the boat. I can do boats all day long.
As we clue up here, all I'm going to do now is seal this, okay? So this is a tabletop. I would put 2 to 3 coats of sealer on top of this. If you're going with a dark color, you can get away with an oil-based sealer, but my favorite sealer of choice, of course, is the water-based sealer. I would love it if you would share this video, guys. Love it, love it, love it. It would help somebody else out there in this world right now. Minwax poly-based, that's right, water-based, polyacrylic, okay? So, awesome sealer.
There you go, Ray. That's what she did.
Is she here?
Ray used the bubble wrap to wrap up her brush.
Nice!
Ravonda wants to know, where do you get your roller?
Yep.
Where is Deborah Reeder? Deborah Reeder, you have 1 minute left.
There you go. All right.
Deborah Reeder.
Let's set us a little bit wet over here. Let's start over here somewhere.
Could we have our second person miss out?
Oh, we might have.
Vicky, why are you going to bed? You can't go to bed yet. We're not done yet. I will come down to your shop tomorrow, and I will drag you out of it.
Who needs sleep? Come on.
Who needs sleep? You don't need sleep.
No sleep till 30 days of painting furniture.
The winner is Deborah Reeder.
Okay, I'm going to do a countdown. Does anybody see her?
She has 30 seconds.
See her. All right.
Carol Ann says, I have not seen her. Carol Ann calling her out. Gayleen puts her paintbrushes in the bag into the freezer.
Yes, you can do that too,
Test
right?
wraps her.
Don't put it next to your food.
What does Linda do with yours? Linda! Deborah Reeder.
Linda probably washes hers like a normal
Linda,
person.
what do you do with yours?
We're so busy. We just kind of like, you know. I also like it when my poly brush gets the poly into it. And that way when I keep using it, it's ready to go, right? It's like it's all sucked up, ready to go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deborah just turned into a pumpkin. We got to pick another one.
All right, let's go ahead.
Can the water-based sealer be washed if the table gets dirty? Absolutely, yes.
Yep. And just make sure anytime
all right,
after you
I'm picking another women.
Give it at least.
I'm picking another women.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm reading your thing. It says Deborah says, "Come on, woman."
Come on.
All right, here we go.
We're
gonna pick another winner.
Am I out?
You're out.
I'm out. He's picking another woman. I'm out. I'm out. But seriously, if you guys poly your tables, just know that. Believe it or not, it takes 30 days for things to cure behind the scenes. So when you think you finished a piece, it's actually still working on behind the scenes as the wood pulls in the polyacrylic or the oils, whatever you're using, varnish, anything of those types of products. So it dries to the touch in about 30 minutes. I would never put anything on this table for the first 24 hours, okay? Because even though in a little bit it's going to be dry, if I left a vase on here tonight and came back tomorrow morning, I would try to pull off and it would be like, pop! You know what I mean? It might even leave a ring. So I put my first coat down, let it dry, add a second coat, and then at least leave it 24 hours. And I may even hit it a third time, okay? But yeah, give it time to cure before you put things on it.
Okey-dokey.
All right. Let's do another winner.
All right. The new winner is... Another Deb.
Yep.
Debbie Jacobson from Missouri.
Ooh, Debbie Jacobson.
Debbie's been on here a lot of nights. Debbie Jacobson, are you here?
All right, you want to do a quick view over
Debbie
this
Jacobson.
as it dries.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick walk around.
Yep. And then I would just because the legs have like the spindle feel to them, they've got detail in them. Then I'm just gonna take the brush and go around and paint just brush over the polyacrylic for the legs. Okay. So that's all I do. What do you think? So does anybody have a table that they want to convert into a desk? Just go find one like this. If you need a desk, get a really cool chair that you like. Go get a $5, $10 table. Who cares how ugly it is? Just get something that's sturdy and works in your space. And then jazz it up the way you want it. Paint it in pink or purple or black.
Don't do this to me, Deb. You're here.
Good to go.
Deb, you're here almost every night. Oh, there you are. Good. Thank gosh.
Who's the next winner?
What's the best application method for sealer, brush, or roller?
Roller for flat surfaces, but you can also brush it on if you want to keep and do a really cool distress effect.
She showed up, Carol Ann.
A distress effect, but when I have a lot of open, flat surfaces, I'm going to roll it on.
How much did you pay for this table? It was left here because it was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be burnt.
So when we took over the building,
we got the table.
Yeah, we got the table, so it was
because they were going to take it, and we said no, leave it. We're going to keep it. So I guess Margaret's having a birthday.
Margaret's okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You look like a
monkey.
And you paint like one too.
And you paint like one too. There you go.
What the heck was that, May West?
What?
What was that, May West?
I don't know. You talking to me?
Yes, you.
I don't know.
Yes, you. So
I don't know.
Norma's checking out. She said, "Good night, everybody." What
are you
doing? Linda, you never told me. You never told me what you do with your brushes. How you keep them?
Yeah. I'm telling you, she's a normal person. She probably actually takes the time.
Yeah, Debbie, just message us with that antique lace color over to our Facebook or junkmonkeypaint@gmail.com. Do both. Do both.
All right.
Test name check said cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Oh, Tony, you're checking out too. What the heck?
All
Everybody stayed up late last night and said.
That's it.
Tracy says, "Happy birthday, Lisa, my friend of 34 years."
Very nice.
Happy birthday to you. Everybody's checking out. Oh my gosh. We kept them up last night.
It's time to go.
Even your mom and dad's checking out. They're saying good night.
Good night, Mom, Dad.
Yeah, we'll see you. Oh, she said Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Linda.
All right. I am going to log off of here for tonight. I'm going to finish up the legs of my table. And I am done. I'm calling this one a win.
Everybody's like, she told you already. Well, I was dealing with winners.
See? Yeah. See? You know what I'm saying.
I don't often get to hang out with winners. So when I get to
listen, babe, you're a winner in our books. You're a winner in our books.
Okay.
We love you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
We better get the
Thank
dab tomorrow with the textured stencil.
We did a little dab with your
no, they're talking about the textured stencil tonight.
Tomorrow night is the raised stencil effect, okay? So tune in tomorrow night. We'll try to be on tomorrow, probably like around maybe like 8-ish tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Eastern Standard Time, okay? So yeah. Be there, be square.
Everybody's sad that tomorrow's the last day.
I know, it's okay. We'll have fun.
That's okay.
Tomorrow's just the last day for this challenge.
It's only gonna be, you're gonna see us in a couple days. We just need some R&R, some time to prove. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, okay?
See ya.
We'll be here with grief counselors.
See you tomorrow.
All right, see you guys.
We'll
Bye.
do some more planning, okay?